Hello, everybody, and welcome to EVO 2017 featuring BlazBlue. And I know that we all love some BlazBlue action in our lives.
Absolutely. I'm absolutely ready to be BlazBlued out.
So right now we have probably the biggest lineup for BlazBlue. We have so many invaders from the Japan region and also a lot from the South Korean region.
Yeah, there's just so many powerful international players, just a huge powerhouse cast of players right now. And you know the American scene and the North American scene as a whole has been putting in so much work in BlazBlue right now. It's going to be amazing to watch.
You know, a lot of people always think of the Japanese as like this upper echelon, that the level that most players can't reach, and we definitely have seen the American players branching that gap slowly but surely over the last few years.
Yeah. We've shown that the gods can bleed, and so
right now we have Aomora from Japan playing Naoto, and Naoto is one of those characters, very difficult to play at a high level, especially with the execution barrier that it requires.
yeah, this is a very difficult match for Naoto. 9 is very difficult to pull down, and she's got so much mid to long range superiority. It is a very difficult match for Aomora to bridge the gap. But when Naoto does get in on a couple good reads, he could melt all of 9's health away.
Most definitely. But it looks like, historically, this matchup is not the greatest for Naoto.
Yeah, no tech from the Naoto there. That means Enigma will get another combo, punishing him for staying there.
Oh, wow, and just a meaty God Hand to seal the deal against Aomora.
Yeah, he's not blocking high. He's got to pay attention to those. You do have to block that, move high.
Now, that was a really risky decision from Enigma because Naoto did have over 50 meter, so a Shine Knuckle could just came out and counter hit. And,
yeah, that's true.
It would have swung the momentum back into neutral.
Unfortunately, right now, Aomora is still taking quite a beating here. He's already lost half his health. He's blocking 9's pressure here. Good block, does not block the side.
Yeah, you have to make sure you're watching 9 stop, or at least memorize what most of her level 3 spells do.
Exactly. Ooh, yeah, kind of just, was like, please let this slash hit, and, not quite.
Unfortunately, does not block the rock over the reset many times, and that will seal the deal. But I don't know how well versed Aomora is to 9. I don't know which local Japans are in his area.
Yeah, there are, 9 can be played at many different levels, and it's one of those, it's a matchup where if you're playing a character like Naoto where you need to make some hard reads, it can be really difficult because sometimes you just don't know what the spell they're going to go for, and because of that, you're not sure how to make that hard read. And right now, Enigma is just keeping Aomora out so badly, and he tries to burst. Let's see if he can get in here.
He's missing a lot of the dash cancels.
Yeah, it looks like Enigma's going to take that one, and now Amora's in big trouble. He used his burst, which consumes that small circle gauge at the top left, which it let him get out of one combo, but now he doesn't have it, so he's in trouble.
That was very unfortunate. He actually ended up getting a 6A when he was trying to go for a back A instead.
Yeah, that's a big punish right there. And so far, Aomora just not really able to get started. Enigma freezes him. Going to go for a reset? Yep. Yes, he does! He hits him with another overhead in the middle of his combo, and because it uncomboed, he had to block that high. Did not block it. Another combo from Torquilite.
Oh, no, and this I got him, but no pickup, but the fairy does save the day, and Enigma, again, with another perfect.
Yeah, Enigma, that was quite a beating, and he just, it's a good way to show that this 9, and just in general, a lot of American players are playing strong characters. They've come out to win, and that's what they're here to win today. And, there's no fear at their right at all. My opponent's from Japan, doesn't matter. I'm just going to go in like I always do.
Exactly. I mean, when you're playing a character that really doesn't play the same type of BlazBlue that many other characters are playing, it's a very awkward neutral to really kind of move around in.
Yeah.
Especially with 9 because you have to really piano a lot of buttons because you have to make sure that she's not just doing one dash, she's doing 2 dashes, and pianoing will actually catch her during a lot of those times.
So for those who haven't known, 9's dash is kind of special, and you do have to kind of punish the recovery in a special way. So what we're talking about pianoing is that you can oftentimes catch her by doing an action that will catch 2 kinds of actions. And up next, looks like we've got Canada versus the USA. We've got MVA Pochib from Canada, and he will be playing Mu 12. He is a longtime U12 player from Canada.
Yep.
He's come to America many, many times. Very, very respected, very powerful U12 player.
Now, you might actually remember him when the NEC, when Ryo came. He was actually the closest American to beating him. He almost ended up knocking Ryo out of the tournament.
That's right. That did happen, yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that was also the tournament where we found out that Pochib was called the Choke Lord in Canada.
Oops.
And he definitely lived up to that name.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, but you know, his game plan is so solid. One of the stronger Mu players, and definitely in the North American region.
Yeah, absolutely. And so up his opponent, that freaking cat from Utah. And he's a Hazama player. Now, Hazama in this matchup is quite winnable. You don't see as many Hazama players these days, as he has lost a lot of what
made him very strong.
Yeah, and the part of it is that he still retains a lot of useful tools. But if you've been playing Hazama for a long time, losing the tool that he used to use with all the time it's kind of a hard thing to do.
Yes, exactly.
So,
especially since he's got the new move, which is Core Circle Back B.
Yeah.
Which puts him at level 1 stance.
Yeah, that's a very powerful tool, but you know people are missing out on you know using the chain as they used to have used before. So
yeah, a lot of Hazamas used to go into stance and then immediately cancel because you could do that. Unfortunately, in this version, you have to actually wait several frames before you can cancel.
And of course, Pochib with a jump 2C counter hit, and now it's doing huge damage with that freaking cat in the corner. And this throw combo, and it's gonna put that freaking cat at a very low health total. Got one mix-up left in him. Can he block it?
And that's the same setup we saw before, where he whiffs that Sword of Death, and tries to get the other player to press a button because he's whiffing such a long recovery move. But unfortunately, you have a charged ion cannon in your face at the same time. So
yeah, it takes a lot of awareness to know, wait a second, he's actually not open at all.
And it's actually a setup. And there's a lot of move setups that really do that. And once again, with that jump 2C, it's very good in this version. It doesn't retain that hang time in the air anymore, but it comes straight down, and it's very easy to combo after.
Ooh.
That's kind of a big whiff.
Yeah, it's a big guess on the Gashokyuk there. And he's getting punished in the corner, and okay, this time he bursts. The last time he got stuck in the corner, he was dead immediately, so this time burst, but
it's okay, we have insurance.
We do have
locked
insurance.
in on the form of those cannons.
Okay.
This is the super jump. Oh wow, it's just the run underneath while the tech. And that was a fast round, match 1 from Pochib.
Yeah, that was very, very fast. Pochib with a very, very dominating show right there. Just not really letting that freaking cat do anything.
That freaking cat looks so shocked right now. He kind of looked around like, oh man, that just happened.
He's got the cat eyes right now.
He's definitely got the cat eyes. But, so I was talking to a lot of the Japanese players about Hazama.
Yeah.
Especially when, in last EVO, when we had the demo.
Yeah.
Thanks to Arsis. And, you know, a Japanese player came and I saw Hazama there. And the Hazama player asked the Japanese player, how do you think Hazama is? He says he's definitely weaker, but he's much more annoying. And that freaking cat really needs to, wow.
Okay. Gets him with the extended axle.
EA. Oh no, big whip with the 6
Yeah, big bait on the flip throw right there. Forces him to burst. And that freaking cat showing some life right now. However, Pochib got him in the corner again.
No follow-up after that 6C. Very interesting.
Throw with the 100-meter.
We definitely see some nerves coming out on stage. Pochib was playing definitely so much stronger in match 1. But here, that was that classic Mu 12 setup in CF where you whiff the 6B first hit into the overhead. It's very strange in this version, especially if you played the previous version you played with, where the 6B was just overhead first hit.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's only the second hit, so you do have to make the first hit whiff just like that. And by doing that, though, you get a very fast overhead relative to most of the cast. Okay, good movement there, but gets caught by Muse Jump C.
It's going to be midstream. Gets the combo.
Okay, uses the bit to pick it up a little more. It's a blue, but got him in the corner. Oh!
The classic 6B first hit connects. And you're scared of the overhead, so you are seeing to the low. It's a very, very scary mix-up when the Mu 12 player has 50-meter.
Exactly. So you block both of the hits, expecting the second hit to be a high move, but they rapid cancel it, which cancels the move entirely, and they go right into a low, which, you know, is really hard to pay attention to.
That's true. I mean, you don't really you can't really react to lows in this game, which is why you see a lot of players, down back and then try to react to the overhead with like either overdrive or just regular blocking. For the Tekken players tuning in, a lot of people
it's a bit of the opposite,
react to the low. Yeah, exactly. So we got our very own Geico Gaming coming in. It's a proud partner of TSM and Panic Global, of course, and we know PGSKD is definitely still in this BlazBlue tournament so far. Unfortunately, he is sent to losers, and a lot of people have him in their fantasy bracket for a top 8.
Whoops, blew up a lot of those brackets. But either way, do check out Geico.com or download the Geico mobile app for a free rate quote. I mean, if you've watched any TV or anything at all, or even watching this stream, you've probably seen a Geico commercial by now. So
I mean, we grew up knowing that you can save 15% or more on your car insurance by switching to Geico.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, if you guys are interested in the chairs that we are sitting on, it is Vertigear, another official sponsor of EVO. Get 15% off all chairs using the code EVO17 and a free upgrade to auto-lock casters.
Wow.
Now, the Vertigear chairs are definitely amazing. I still sit at home with these, with my IKEA office chair, and these are too high-tech for me. I'm not going to lie. There's too many buttons.
You can customize it, make it as comfortable or uncomfortable. I mean, some people need to play a little uncomfortably. You know what I mean?
That's definitely me. In a lot of anime, you see the neat people always have their knees up to their chest, sitting like that. I do that, except my chair's also slouching. And so it's a fun little interaction I have over there. It's a mini game.
You might need a Vertigo character to fix your back around 10 years from now.
Well, it's definitely the best back support chair we have definitely at EVO. And hopefully you guys get it too.
Alrighty. So it looks like we've got another match coming up. And I'm not exactly sure which characters we're going to see this time around.
Now, I remember the player on the right is actually, I believe, from Michigan. Please correct me if I'm wrong, guys. We've met so many people over the years. It's really hard to keep track of all these people that we know. Okay, it's going to be Silent Z from Minneapolis and Bootless from Connecticut. Okay, so I'm sorry, I was wrong. It was from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
It's okay, everyone forgives you. So we will be seeing, according to this, is an Azrael versus Carl matchup. And
Azrael versus Carl is one of those matchups where Azrael, really has a hard time winning the neutral.
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
with Ada leading the charge with Carl just standing behind her.
It's a really, on paper, there's really no way for Azrael to win the neutral because it's 2-on-1 for the most part. The Carl player never really has to commit to anything, so on paper, it's really difficult to win. However, in practice, though, Azrael is the kind of character who puts a lot of pressure on the opponent and can do a lot of damage to Ada as well, and just slowly whittle it down, just make one opportunity, and then once Azrael's in, just completely destroy Carl.
Exactly. And then also the Carl player has to call out a lot of Azrael's backdashes.
Yeah, exactly.
It is invincible frame 1.
So.
And with the advent of CF, Azrael has a DP.
Exactly. So he does have kind of a way out. He can at least DP, hit Ada, or just DP right now.
There. And now, wow.
Punishes that, but doesn't get much damage. Going for another small combo here, resets.
Now that move is actually very interesting because I believe it's mid-high invul, right? Which is very strange in how Azrael's meaty 5B actually caught it.
It's actually not a character property. It's just only a move type. So plus, Azrael's moves are just so active. He's just swinging, and he just might bop you on the back.
That's true.
Wow!
Another DP. Now Azrael's DP
could have RC'd that, maybe get more damage, but now he might be dead. Nope, the gear hits a DP again.
DP.
This time RC. Missed the air combo.
We had a chimp fest right there. There was a zoo full of monkeys, both sides.
He had it, I think, but he waited too long to RC, I think, which makes that air combo much harder to commit. Okay, he's just doing it. Panzer strikes all day.
It was a good block on the overhead, though.
Okay. Good mid-screen 3C into Sentinel dump. Gets him in the corner. Goes for it. Yeah.
I actually wanted... Wow, we have the classic CT.
That is something else right there. Does it again. Just Panzer striking out of the corner. So far, Bootless has not baited any of those. Okay. Forced to block the 6A, and he gets tagged.
I like the use of the 6A right there. If Bootless tried to do anything that was a mid, it would have just lost.
Ooh.
And we actually saw Bootless instant block the Gustav. And that does put Ezra at a disadvantage. He could have pressed a 5-air there.
Yeah, surprisingly he did nothing, which was interesting. Maybe he didn't expect you to get the instant block?
Yeah, maybe. Blocking that Gustav, it definitely takes a seasoned veteran
gets
to really
punished.
understand.
It's once again punished for his Vivace, which is a roll move. Trying to get out of the corner, but, you know, Silency just not letting him right now.
Oh, red? No,
no,
wow.
He wasn't going to whiff throw mix-up. RC again.
Oh, wow, that was counter hit. That was big. This is going to be big damage for either way.
Yeah.
And Bootless sitting on the burst.
Hey, he held his burst there. He could have bursted almost anything that.
Especially after that throw. When it goes in the first Rekka, that's basically an auto burst point unless the other player wants to hard bait it with a RC.
Yeah, it was definitely worth, you know, you should always like a burst. It's a resource that's given to you at the start of the round, and you build it back as you use it, so it's definitely worth using. Definitely not worth holding and dying with.
Of course, you know, wow! Round start 6A to catch the Vivace.
Okay, kind of a little bit of a scramble there, but back to neutral. Bootless keeping Silency out in the corner over there.
Oh no, command grab.
Yeah, walked right into the... Gets hit by
another
Panther
DP.
Yeah, Bootless really needs to watch himself. Going right into the super in the corner.
Blackhawk Stinger.
Blocks it low. Gets out. Got him in that pressure in the corner now. Jumps away. Panzer strike again.
Oh no,
gets tagged by the end of it.
That's a fatal, but no pickup. Another Panzer.
Goodness gracious, and Bootless really needs to punish those.
I mean, if you're not going to punish Panzer Strike, you know, just keep doing it right.
Yeah, exactly. Panzer Strike's a move that's invulnerable, but once you block it, he's just completely wide open.
Oh, yeah. You can also low profile it.
Yeah. But of course, if you don't punish it, there's no weakness.
And no, Ada is down. Down for the count.
Now that Ada is down, he cannot use any moves that require her. So he's basically all defenses by himself. Here comes Silency's offense. RC goes for the jump bait. Doesn't quite get it.
Gets the hit. Unfortunately, no knockdown.
Careful there.
Bootless definitely looking a little flustered in this matchup.
Gets tagged again.
Oh no!
Okay, he burst.
I think he expected Silency to follow up with the Gustav to get the OTG.
But he didn't, and he just burst. He's got no burst now. He's in big trouble here. If he gets tagged again, he could be dead within one combo with super at the end. It is certainly possible.
Another Panzer.
Wow, just swing into it. Gustav.
Oh no!
3C, this could kill here.
Hit. One more mix-up.
Wow, not opting the RC. Panzer
Another
strike.
Panzer.
He does not care.
Another
Panzer strike
Panzer.
again. He might lose the round because of that. Again.
Another Panzer.
He just goes.
Oh my goodness, we had so many. It was an entire armada of Panzers coming at Bootless right there at the end.
Yeah, that was just out of control. I mean, Bootless really just needed to like slow the pace down a lot, I think. And what part of the problem is when you're playing Carl, like a very, very high execution character, you have a lot to think about, like where's Ada, where am I?
Yeah.
And you know, when you just like swing with Panzer Strikes all day long right there, it can be hard to pay attention. You will get caught up in it.
And of course, you know, our friendly people in the FGC, Silency actually turning off the pad of Bootless because he did not know how to do it.
That is good etiquette. You know, there are some limitations to some consoles, and you know, just got to make sure you disconnect your pad, and that way no one will accidentally get gummed up by you hitting home and turning it on.
I've definitely seen a lot of angry people at EVO because some people did not know how to disconnect their pads.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be the one to just check and make sure all the pads are disconnected.
But once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to EVO 2017 BlazBlue. It has definitely been quite a ride at this CF tournament.
I'm just so excited to see how a lot of the bracket shakes out. You know, I'm so stoked and happy to be here, but I would rather be out there watching more matches.
Oh my, definitely. And once again, if you guys did not know, Guilty Gears also starts their top 8 today also.
Yeah, 2 o'clock right after this.
Yep. So please stay tuned to that.
Okay, looks like we got new people approaching the stage. And we'll have a new match for you guys right now.
So James, how are you enjoying your stay right now at the the Mandalay Bay. This is the first year that the entire tournament has been at the Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day to be at the Mandalay. I'll tell you that much.
It's definitely a dry day in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Did someone else already make that joke?
What's?
All right.
But yeah, the weather here is amazing, except for the dryness. You know, if you're not familiar with the Las Vegas heat, please keep yourself hydrated because definitely yesterday I started seeing some mirages while on the Persona 4 commentary.
You definitely can see, you can definitely experience the Vegas heat. All you really need to do is just open the oven for a little bit, like turn it on, preheat to 450, and then, you know, just grab your cookies out. That's Vegas for you.
And of course, up next we have Var, all the way from Japan, playing Arakune. Definitely a very not liked character in the U.S.
Very not liked.
Due to the strange way he plays BlazBlue, just like 9.
Yeah.
Against Red Tag 14 from the Seattle area. So a PNW boy, and he will be playing Valkenhayn.
And now, it was written that Red Tag 14 did live in Japan for 10 years. And he's very knowledgeable in many games, and he's just a, you know, just a cool guy, you know.
It's very interesting. I believe I heard about him from Nakio himself. He's an exchange student living in PNW right now, and he actually was living there for a couple months before he came to EVO.
Right,
so
awesome.
He's got some nice American, you know, matchup experience, and if you've lived in Japan for 10 years, you know.
Yeah,
definitely have the best of both worlds.
Absolutely. And so we've got Arakune versus Valkenhayn. Now, in this version of the game, Valkenhayn does not dominate Arakune as much as he used to. Arakune does have a wake-up overdrive that does immediately curse the opponent, depending on how much gauge you have. So a lot of the offense here, sometimes you lose your momentum to the overdrive. So it's kind of a hard read for Valkenhayn sometimes, but I do believe that Valkenhayn does have the tools to win this matchup. And especially, you know, Arakune, probably one of the most hated characters in this game. He's just so cheap. You know, he's just cheap.
I mean, you get cursed, and your opponent is literally forced to block every single mix-up that you do.
It's just his way of risk-reward is just very unconventional. So if you're expecting a normal kind of fighting game style where you hit your opponent, you get a very specific reward. In this game, Arakune hits you, instead of getting like big damage like the other character, he sets you up for bigger damage on the next hit as you are going to have to block all these other things.
And he's got a lot of traps laying around on the screen that will fill up your curse meter. So he's got 3 versions of clouds. He's got his jump D moves.
Yeah, he's just, you know, he's got so much runaway too, which is very infuriating to play against. But, you know, a character like Valkenhayn, which you may see right now, Red Tag, might be able to take him out right here.
Exactly. And Valkenhayn definitely had his share of nerfs in this version. His wolf meter does not come back quite as fast.
Yeah.
And so he definitely uses a lot more also.
Yeah, Valkenhayn's character, he transforms into a wolf. He's just ultra powerful as a wolf, so fast, so mobile, such good normals. But, you know, once the wolf gauge runs out, he can't turn into it anymore.
I mean, he's an old man. Look at him.
Yeah. So, let's see what they start out with. So, run away. And good block here from Red Tag 14, but still blocking.
Look at that curse meter.
Open low.
Blocking right now, though.
Overdrive and wake up. He's trying to get out of here. Unable to catch him.
Once again, that 2C.
He's got him locked down. What's the mix-up? He's just waiting. He's looking for that jump. Good block on the overhead, but doesn't block the low. Uh-oh, this is bad. He's cursed.
Yep, there it is. The auto curse into the side switch.
And no barrier guard on the C-Bug right there. And now that means he does get crushed again. Currently not using barrier. So when you block that big, huge bug from the ground, you have to use your barrier guard with AB. And if you don't, you'll get guard crushed.
Exactly. Now, I like what Var is doing. He's doing a lot of block strings that really always end up making Red Tag get a little bit of curse meter on block.
Yeah, so he can, it is possible for Red Tag to backdash or try to get out of those moves, but sometimes you just respect the Arakune player and you think that he won't do that.
I mean, he's so scary. He's
Yeah.
just a big floating blob of goo.
Okay. Good catch on the sweep right there. He's got the offense going. Good overhead right there.
Now that is a very difficult input to actually do. And
now this is really good for him too, because even if Var does do a wake overdrive here, he won't get any curse from it. So that's a very good situation for him to get in the corner. Unfortunately, lets him out, but Red Tag with the chase down.
Oh no, we're out of Wolf Gauge. That's very important.
Okay, he overdrives to get it back. Very interesting choice.
I respect it. Oh, wow! And Var actually dashing into it on accident.
Complete turnaround from last round here. Red Tag with the offense. Super.
And that is a perfect for red tag.
Yeah, very big reversal from last round, which is understandable because this matchup is very, very based on whoever gets the first hit.
It's very volatile.
Yeah, if red tag gets the first hit, he can lock Arakune down in the corner with no meter. And even if he does wake up overdrive, he's got no other real offensive options there. Unfortunately, blocked 2 D moves there, and now he's already got a little bit of curse gauge at the bottom.
Oh no, and he blocked the spider also. That is so much curse. This should be full curse.
Yeah, he's cursed, and he's going to put him in the corner. Can he block this mix-up? What is it? It's
Invincibility.
Okay, good.
Oh,
wow.
Red. Haven't seen that one in a long time.
That is an interesting setup. Rising over into pinwheel. Good block there. Another good block.
That is an instant overhead, my dude.
Yeah, he got through it. Overdrive through the jump B. Gets him with the torpedo. They trade.
Now the torpedo in this version, you know, if you've played the previous versions of CP,
oh no,
it has not that much block stun compared to the other ones.
Yeah. Unfortunately, blocking a lot of Arakune's pressure. He's going to get cursed unless he gets out of this. He's cursed.
Oh no, and it has no barrier also.
He's trying to fly away. Gets tagged. He may be done here. He's got a burst. He bursts out.
I don't know about going into Wolf because you cannot block when you are in Wolf form.
Yeah, just jumped right into those, and that was a rough call right there.
Very unfortunate from Red Tag, but he did show signs of life during that second round.
Yeah, I think the major mistake right there is when he starts blocking Arakune, he's not choosing the backdash. He's not getting many instant blocks either. Especially when Arakune tries to re-jump pressure you, you can jump as well.
Well, when Arakune is doing jump B into jump D, it's not a true blocker.
Exactly.
You can actually jump in the air and attack him.
Exactly. You can get out of that. So you have to disrespect him. You cannot respect that. You will get cursed.
That was a very nice hit from Red Tag, though.
Okay. Oh, no. He's getting locked down again. He's got to get out of here. He gets opened up overhead. He bursts immediately. Doesn't want to get cursed.
And you'll see that actually a lot from a lot of players playing against Arakune is right. If you know that the other player knows how to full curse you in one combo, you're bursting right away.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to get out. Gets tagged low, but not. Gets out. Tags him. He's in the corner too, and he doesn't got much overdrive. He's going to overdrive anyway, though.
Oh, and the guard crush bug actually switching sides on him.
That's troublesome. Oki here. He's got the block. But can he get out? Unfortunately, cursed again at this rate.
He's going to get a full curse right here. Yep.
Yeah, it's a big starter.
Into the Spider Super.
Can this kill? No, he's not opting to kill. Just going for the guard crush again. And Red Tag, you know, he died with 50 meter there again. There was a situation really specifically where Var was trying to lock him down with 5D, and he could have done a counter assault right there with 50 meter, gotten out of it.
Yeah, and in this version, Arakune cannot curse you if you're auto guarding.
Ooh. Tornadoes right into that. He's forced to burst yet again.
Oh, wow, and a 2B anti-air from Var, Shades of Persona.
And, you know, classic 2B anti-air, very, very low to the ground. Gets him in the corner.
That was a nice block confirm. Nice block on the 3C into Wolf Dash.
And unfortunately, right here, Red Tag, once again, caught on the ground. In the corner, he's cursed.
That's not looking good. He has no burst available.
If he gets opened up again, he does. This is really hard right here.
Should be dash right here, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that is hard to block. Just beyond the fact that you need to block the other way, you need to bury the other way.
Yes.
And oftentimes you have a very strict timing to bury the other way, or you will get an accidental crush trigger.
Yes.
So that's very hard to deal with.
I believe that is actually what happened because you saw him get counter hit.
Yeah. So you have a very short window to block that. You have to pay a lot of attention.
Also, Arakune is invisible while all of this is happening, guys. And that is the reason why a lot of people really do not like playing against him in a tournament setting or in casuals.
Yeah, so the way you saw it is that a lot of those curse combos don't even do as much as like up to our Valkenhayn's regular damage. Like he hits you with like an A or something, he gets the full curse, but it's usually like really low damage.
Yeah.
But once you are cursed, you know, you've got to deal with huge Oki, you've got to deal with like ridiculous amounts of bugs, Arakune turning invisible, hitting you from all sides, and then that combo itself also does big damage into another setup.
That's true. The guard crush bug is definitely one of the hardest things to deal with in this version of Arakune. And up next, we're going to actually have Dead Spike from SoCal.
Yeah, SoCal local. All right.
But if you guys don't want to be like Dead Spike playing on the pad, check out this stick from EVO. Elevate your game. This is the Controller Chaos official stick for EVO, and it comes with a certificate saying that it is legit.
Wow. That's how legit it is? But either way, you can get 10% off with your promo code with EVO17. www.controllerchaos.com. Get yours today, and get your certificate. Put it on your wall. Let everyone know how
or
awesome
you
your
can put
stick
it
is.
inside your stick.
That's true. That's not a bad idea. Always stay legit.
Always stay legit. But it looks like it's going to be Julio, Wawa, ASW, Pichan Killer. And he's all the way from Mexico, and he's going to be playing Kagura. Kagura definitely seen some better days.
Yeah, he's considered, like, he was, the way Kagura is designed is that he's just a big robber. Like, his goal is to just steal games from you. And in this version of the game, they kind of made him a little fairer. And for a character style like Kagura, where you just, just trying to steal games with big damage and command throws, like, it can be very hard to, like, win in a solid way. But you may see something special here, especially with the way that, I know a lot of players from Mexico region play a little more wild.
Yes.
And you can see a lot of players just rob games, and that may suit his style.
Now, Kagura in this version, his neutral definitely in this version is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, but he lost so much damage because of it, which is why a lot of people consider him like one of the worst characters in the game.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's hard to like go back from doing a billion damage to not a billion damage. Goes for the cross up, he blocks it, dead spike on point, reversal overhead. Incredible read right there.
He knew that Pichan Killer was going to be afraid because after that 5DA, he is very negative.
Okay.
Punish. Now, if you guys actually see that online a lot, where they go into 2DB, which is a slide, the 2-hit slide, into 5DA, which is the guard point, if you have a fast enough low after instant blocking that second hit, you can actually tag him out.
Okay, good instant block from Dead Spike here. Using 50 meter to extend this combo, finish the game. Dead Spike stone cold right there.
This matchup is definitely very difficult for Kagura.
Wow.
Especially since Ragnar can just DP through that 5DA very easily, or just grab it.
Good neutral from Dead Spike right there, catching with an anti-air jump A.
Oh no, the 5C, catching that 2C.
Yeah, good call there. Command throw, caught him sleeping, gets good damage here. Overhead, gets punished by Invincible Inferno Divider, goes for an Invincible of his own, RCs it right into pressure.
Unfortunate, he did not get the charge partition on the B flashback.
Yeah, that's a little difficult.
Yeah, no, so Kagura still does some alright damage, but he requires you to really charge partition a lot of your moves.
Leaving out a pixel, he got kind of lazy there, but luckily.
That's by getting caught low in that situation.
Yeah, definitely there. I think he could have continued the corner by comboing him back into the corner again, but got a little lazy. Could have cost him. Okay.
And that 2C, now Kagura's 2C is one of the stranger moves where it actually moves his hurt box backward a little bit as he extends his short out.
And it's quite long. It's very strong.
And just a walk-up throw after that cross-up.
So Python Killer bursting early, and that he will not get it back at this rate. That spike with a nice confirm there. Puts him in the corner.
Oh, no anti-air. Instead, getting counter hit in the air.
Looked like he tried to get him out of it, but yeah, that spike so far not being too ambitious on his drive punishes here.
All right, reacts to the Wyvern with the DP.
Great anti-air right there. It's going to be good damage. Puts him in the corner as well. One mix-up from Dead Spike. Python Killer with no burst has no way out of this.
Oh, and he just tries to opt the backdash, but you cannot really backdash against Ragnar. His 5B is active just enough when you're in the corner to really catch it, and his 2B is also very active to catch it also.
Yeah, exactly. It's really hard to backdash in the corner as a whole because you don't go anywhere.
Yes.
You do have some invincibility, which will let you get out of some certain things, but in that, as you saw right there, since you don't go anywhere, you do get punished a lot of the time. Good block.
I really want to see some punishes on a lot of Pichan Killer's drive strings.
Yeah, I do think that Dead Spike just being a little conservative on purpose. Like, you can punish a lot of what he does, but sometimes it's a bit of a commitment. So, and like, it's hard to do in tournaments sometimes. So sometimes just going for
wow! Did you see the backdash on the 6B though?
Yeah, he got the backdash. Most overheads don't have that much active frames. Good block on the invincible move, forces him to spend 50 meter. And Dead Spike once again really dominating. Good catch there, spending meter, put him in the corner.
Now Pichan Killer definitely, I feel like he's playing too much of the C-Pex Kagura.
He is. He's trying to go for a lot of like big reads, And Dead Spike is just really out-soliding right now.
Yes.
And since they're doing about the same damage, Dead Spike just playing more solid, not taking as many risks, just, overall doing a lot better.
Oh,
ooh, wow.
Trying to press a button against that 5DA. You just have to either grab or do a low.
Okay, invincible reversal. Catches him trying to roll out. And this is going to let Dead Spike put Python Killer in the corner. And one mix-up may do it here. He might not get his burst back. Okay, puts him in the corner.
Jump, actually.
Oh, tried to go cheeky with an overhead there. Tried to go cheeky with a roll, overdrive. And Dead Spike with a simple combo here will kill. Devoured by Darkness.
Devoured by Darkness. One of my favorite supers, actually, in all of fighting games. It's just so edgy, man. He grabs you, and then just a bunch of black stuff flies out of the ground.
He's just draining your life away, just like that. And, Python Killer, unfortunately, he did get his burst back right at the end right there. Unfortunately, overdrive prevents you from bursting. So, Dead Spike with the very, very great awareness going, wait a second, he might have to get this burst. I'm just going to overdrive, then he can't do it at all.
Exactly. And that really separates a lot of the seasoned BlazBlue players from the somewhat rookier players.
Yeah, it's a matter of, when you're playing a fighting game, there's a lot going on in the middle, but if you look at your opponent's gauges as well, you can get a lot of information of what your opponent's thinking about. And, Dead Spike looked at, his burst and, was able to overdrive to punish it.
So up next we have Havoc Noah from Denver, Colorado, playing 9. You might have seen him in multiple top 16s, multiple top 8s, and majors all around the world, and actually knocking Dogra into losers.
Ah, this is a CEO, I believe?
I believe it was either CEO or Combo Breaker. But Havoc Noah, 9 versus Dogra was a very hard matchup, but props to him. Dogra is not an easy opponent to defeat, even if you are playing a good matchup.
Exactly. And up against him is Doppels, player 1. We'll be playing Susanoo. And Susanoo is a very interesting character, newly added to this version of the game. He has a special type of mechanic where he needs to hit you with certain moves to unlock his other moves. So he starts out with a very, very limited move list. But as you hit your opponent and you manage the gauge at the bottom, you unlock more of his special moves, and the more you unlock, the more powerful he becomes. And
we got Doppels over here showing out the Susanoo Dakimakura fight stick. But as James was saying,
there's a man who loves Susanoo.
Exactly. I mean, I'm all about that character love, my dude. But Susanoo has the most specials in the game. He has an access to a command grab, access to a projectile, access to a mashable move, access to an overhead, access to all these things. But the most important one, in my opinion, for Susanoo is the last one, the number 8, which is the sword.
The sword. So now it's kind of a interesting situation when you play Susanoo. There is a special gauge at the bottom, and every time you hit your opponent with anything, the gauge gets toggled, and then once you hit your opponent with a certain move, then it gets become unlocked. So it's like a sort of a mini game you have to play with yourself, and just to get your moves unlocked. And he's opting to go with the sword first. Gets a sword.
Oh, trying to run up throw and Havoc Noah just
early overdrive to punish
early overdrive, yeah. I mean, he's going to get it back probably at the end of this round too.
Most likely. He didn't go for an EA combo there though, so maybe not. Flux Nature right there. Gets a hit. And Kunzai counter hit.
Oh no, messing up the 4C actually.
Ooh, nice anti-air. So right there, that explosion of skull fire right there always ends up right in front of you. It's quite fast.
Oh no, actually messing up. Wow, why is he poking with that 5D?
Okay, so Doppels has a chance here. Gets the knockdown.
He
levels
could
it up.
actually kill Noah in the next stage with overdrive.
Noah not having any of it. Anti-air, but drops the combo.
Unfortunate. I think he thought that Havoc Noah was actually going to get counter hit right there.
Okay, counter assaults out. Runs in, gets hit by another invincible move. Blocks the Kunzai. Oh, but gets tagged right there. He had a chance for sure.
Most definitely. All he needed was one good hit. It could have been a 5A, and I believe that Susanoo would have been able to kill.
Yeah, and he actually did land an anti-air, just misconfirmed it. Overdrive early again. And it's understandable here too, but this time anti-air going to get a move here.
The rock, the sand kick.
Yeah,
that move is actually super plus also, so.
Exactly. He's got another anti-air, but another misconfirmed. That's really bad. Another anti-air though.
Susanoo's 2C is definitely one of the better anti-airs in my opinion.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like Havoc Noah is really not playing around. And one of Nine's weaknesses actually is that when she does an air move, it pretty much won't recover until she hits the ground. So
we actually see the magic mirror in effect, and straight overhead.
Okay, going for super. Looks like he's gonna go for a setup of some kind here.
No, he's just using all of his stock into God Hand.
Maybe pressure gets blocked. He gets tagged though. Blocks it.
I'm not sure if that was a punish or not. It should not have been,
It
right?
shouldn't have been a punish. You can't counter hit that move by normal blocking it. But either way, Havoc did something and he got punished for it.
Exactly. And once again, we see that the 5A round start from 9. It's such a strong move, especially against Yuta.
No block on that right there, and he's forced to block all of this pressure here in the corner. Can he block this? So far, so good. Good block. He's out of the corner. Gets a hit.
And he gets the sand kick again.
Running in. Oh, once again, Havoc Noah's been overdriving with him so often.
Yeah.
And Doppels really needs to pay attention to that. Block on the Kunzite.
And he does not block the second part of the rock, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, this is going to kill him once he bursts.
Wow, he combos into the Amethyst. Amethyst, one of the stronger projectiles in the game. Think of it as a better sonic boom that you can combo off of.
Amethyst? Yeah. Amethyst is just so slow. It just stays on the screen so long. You have to pay attention to it.
And if you do get, clipped by it, you're in so much hit stun because it is a ball of electricity.
Doppels deep in thought right here. I mean, he was doing great, actually. He was getting a lot of anti-airs, but he wasn't punishing Havoc Nova's overdrives. He wasn't thinking about it at all.
Yes.
So he really needs to step it up right there.
I think he was playing right. It's just a lot of decisions in neutral really ended up costing just like that.
Another overdrive. He went for a throw again. That's like the third time that he's gotten his throw punished by overdrive. He really needs to bait it out. Good block on the Kunzite there. Jump in. Will he get it? He'll get the sword. Good choice. Getting another unlock.
That's the DP.
Now Susanoo
has the DP now. And Amethyst tagging.
Ooh, that was strange. Burst him in the corner for the momentum.
Oh, wow, just getting tagged by the 5B Raw. Very interesting.
Okay. Ah!
Nice block on the overhead. No punish.
Got lots of moves unlocked here. And the more you have unlocked, the more powerful one of his supers is.
Yes.
However, it's not going to seem to matter here.
I actually wanted to see more of the special moves, so the players at home could really understand how many special moves he gets. And that's round start 5B is very strong with Susanoo. 5B, one of the
this time
reaching normals.
Finally jumps out of the overdrive right there. Finally baits it out. Uh-oh, doesn't bait the EA though. You know, I think that Doppels is doing great in neutral so far. It's just that he's just letting Noah get so much mileage out of waiting overdrive. In the corner. No anti-air.
Nice block. Unfortunately, the corner is not where you want to be, especially against 9. Kunzite.
Oh, he's still alive. He's got a little bit left in him. He can still do this. Just got to find a single hit. Unlocking move. Very good.
That's the mash move.
Oh, he's got a hit. Overdrive. He's going for it. Right. Unlocks everything.
All the supers.
If he gets a hit, he could actually kill here. He gets a hit.
Grand Viper.
Can he? Does he have enough time? He doesn't have enough time. He
and Havoc Noah.
Ooh, this is bad.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, Doppels reeling back from that. He had the hit. He had the meter. He could have done it.
Oh, that was definitely very hype. Whenever a Susanoo does a hit into overdrive and they unlock all of their supers, you know something's about to go down.
Exactly, and he could have done it, but Doppels, a big drop right there.
Up next, we're going to actually have, here we go. We're going to have a 6-minute break real fast, but up next, we're going to have more international players up for you guys in just a sec.
Yeah,
so please stay tuned. And once again, I'm NobodyXE, and
I'm Shay. See you guys right after the break.
Welcome back, everybody, to BlazBlue Pools. And up next, we actually have a very special surprise. We have Watagashi, all the way from Japan, against Four, the legendary Four.
The legendary Four, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Watagashi is a one of the most, the best players in Japan, actually. He was once a Noel player. I'm not sure who he's going to field at EVO today, but I guess it's looking like he might play S.
Yeah, no, we definitely saw him in a little bit of training mode with 4 with S, and he definitely knows his hard combos in the corner.
Yeah, 4 is a longtime gym player from Texas.
Yep.
And definitely no slouch in this case, but for the most part, S is a new character with just very, very powerful neutral game. However, it can be kind of difficult to land all of her combos, especially when you're nervous or anything like that.
Now, I believe this is just going to be a button check.
Righty.
But as we were saying, you know, S has a very strange neutral because she has probably one of the best fireballs in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got one of the best fireballs. Her normals, they're huge. And some of them, when they swing them, there's a little after image as well. So the after image hits at a delayed point. And so sometimes you got to pay attention to both of those. So, you know, it's not just her sword. You got to pay attention to after images, too.
The thing about S's normals also is they do have a hurt box on them.
Yeah, exactly. So 4 finding a hit, getting a throw pressure here. And I guess he spaghettied his combo right there because he did not get it there. And now Watagashi getting a knockdown, putting him back in the corner. Overdrive, wake up from 4. Wow.
That was actually the most risky thing that 4 could have done in that situation.
And yeah, he's owning it right now. Down to about half health. It's still pretty even though.
Nice.
Bait. Yeah, great bait on the anti-air. Now Jin, one of the best things about Jin is that his air game is so strong.
Oh wow, and he gets the just frame on the Yukikaze.
One more hit, either player. Tries for a throw.
Oh no.
So risky right there.
The shades of ST in that round from 4 right there.
Yeah.
Trying to get that that stand jab throw.
That was incredibly risky. But had it hit, he would have won. So, okay, good anti-air from Watagashi.
Now that anti-air is so strong, especially in that matchup since 4 has been jumping around so much.
Yeah, good. Wow, he could have punished that throw with a different move, I guess, but hard to do for EA. EA is safe, however.
Oh no. Actually, in this version of CF, a uncharged crush trigger actually doesn't do that much unless you're already in the corner.
Okay, and now a big combo from Watagashi, of course. And a lot of, right now, 4 is having a hard time respecting the after and opened up twice by it. So a lot of Watagashi setups. However, finding a jump in.
Now this is where 4 can really press his advantage.
Exactly.
And once again, he's been trying to go for a repressure with that 6B, but this is not CP. This move is now negative 2, I believe.
Yeah, so that means that once you blocked it, you know, if you both try to press the button at the same time, your opponent is going to go first. So he's going to punish you out of your move, unless you do something really risky. But it could have worked. Like, he could have done an uppercut right there or something.
Yeah, he could have. I think he's trying to go for the delayed ice sword, maybe.
So far as a whole, I think 4's been doing great in neutral. Like, he's been getting most of the hits in neutral. It's just that once he starts pressuring, he's committing too hard. And once again, right there, committed, gets punished by Wake Up Overdrive.
And Watagashi going for the max damage optimized punish on that whip.
Great damage here, 3.4 on corner carry. Overdrive is back, but 6C is not punishable by Overdrive on defense.
That's a very interesting combo that Watagashi did right there. I'm not sure what he was trying to go for.
So you can get a side switch right there. If you hit with the crush trigger right there, you can combo to 6B and then do Gawain to cross center.
Oh, that's very interesting. Now, Watagashi did at the round start go backward, and he did a charge move. Do you want to explain what that really does?
Yeah, exactly. That move is called Boris. What it does is that when you do it, it powers up her special moves so that the next one you do has a special property.
So her DP, actually, she combos into her DP, and she then combos after it also.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very powerful.
Yes. Unfortunately, she does lose it if she gets hit.
So right now, Watagashi zoning, gets a hit in with a jump D. Good combo. And now S, well, she doesn't do incredible damage. She has incredible corner carry, so she'll put you in the corner on almost any hit. Overdrive. 4 so far has been using his overdrive not too effectively.
Yeah, I believe he's 0 and 4 for those overdrives.
Blocks the overhead.
Ooh!
And, there you go. Gets the EA in there. And now he's active close to him. Might get his burst back. Air dash, jumps 2C. Picks him up again.
Now Watagashi does have his burst back.
Oh! He baited the anti-air, didn't punish. And it's anyone's game right here. Nice.
Oh.
He's got 2 meters. He needs to spend them. There we go. What indeed. Goes for the RC into taunt.
6A.
Look at that mean mug right there.
Woo! Hey
RC
man, it's the legend of 4.
It's beginning today.
I think he might have actually did 6A because I believe it reverse throw rate.
Nice anti-air 5C. Sekajin. Going for the knockdown. Great talent low, but doesn't.
Oh, the frame trap.
Incredible play from 4 right here. Knockdown in the corner. Puts the ice on him. He tries to move, gets tagged. That's skirted. Oh,
4. No! 4! The legend of 4 is happening yet again.
Big drop right there.
Oh, punish. Big punish.
Yeah, good
and
punish.
4 will take second match over Watagashi.
That's really good for her. Turning over to look at him like, I got this.
Oh, man. You can look at the face of 4. He wants this so bad.
He does. He's playing like his life depends on. He's playing so good right now. And it's showing. Like, so far, I do feel like 4 is doing great in neutral. He just has to tighten up the offense a little bit and not take as many big risks.
Yeah, now, when we say the legend of 4, 4 definitely has a record of doing something really godlike, but then just not clutching it out.
Knockdown in the corner. Overdrive and wake up. Gets tagged, but, you know, Watagashi respecting him. Gets an anti-air, though.
Now, SS2C is such a long anti-air.
It's colossal. You cannot play games with that thing. Knockdown in the corner. Good block and good pressure. 4's turn, but he throws it away with the 6T. And this is the problem.
And it could be death right here, yep.
Watagashi striking back with a perfect. Very unhappy about that last match. And now 4 is fighting for his tournament life yet again. Okay. Nice pressure from 4. Gets a knockdown.
Now this knockdown. Oh, he tries to go for the throw.
Yeah, that jab in the throw has not worked for him.
I need to see 4 go for the raw option slice because it seems like Watagashi is just getting away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, 4 looks like he misses reversal invincible move right there. Accidentally got the fireball. And now, can he block this? He does not.
His DA still in control. Oh no, what a blue beat pickup.
Yeah, this is troublesome. He's got so much meter. He should be able to kill here.
Yeah, into the overdrive. And Watagashi will take it over 4, but it was a very nice showing from 4.
Yeah, 4 did a great job.
Yeah.
You can't always say that when you face against one of the best Japanese players.
One of the best Japanese players. You know, when you get a match on them, it's already an accomplishment.
Yeah.
I hope 4 takes that away because he's definitely a little bit too hard on himself a lot.
Absolutely. So it looks like we've got Iwashi versus Derek next. Now, Iwashi is...
Now, go ahead.
Iwashi is one of the best Ragna players in Japan. He is the brother of a champion.
Of a very famous Jin player from Japan. You might have heard of him.
Yeah.
We're not going to say any names, but he is going up against an England player.
Ooh,
now,
okay.
I know the UK scene over there is very big into BlazBlue. You know, I don't really travel to Europe a lot myself, so I haven't really met a lot of them. I do know Kiba, of course, and you know, he's one of the bigger names from the UK.
Now, Derek plays Arakune, which does mean that Iwashi, who plays Ragna, it could be a difficult match for him, especially, you know, Ragna is such a fair character. He doesn't do anything that's overly cheap. And that does mean you kind of have to outplay your opponent a lot. Now, Arakune, on the other hand, if you get that, like, oops, I got you, and then you can win a game like that.
Most definitely. But, you know, you can't count out the solid fundamentals that a lot of these Japanese players have.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they've been playing this game for, you know, well over 5-6 years now. Has it really been that long, James? Has it really been?
It's just a big blur. We're the old men now, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to believe that, you know, that BlazBlue has been around for this long and we're still hanging tight, man. I mean, it's definitely an honor to be commentating EVO for BlazBlue here with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Iwashi, I remember the last time I watched him at a big tournament was the Arc System Works Fighting Game Award.
Yes.
And he played against Fenridge, and he was actually winning all the neutral. but he dropped almost all of his combos and lost.
I'm not sure if it's nerves or maybe some, he just wasn't playing as good as he was on a usual day. But I know that these guys do play each other a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus Iwashi.
So let's just see how much he practiced. If I should say, if he just practiced, you would have won.
Rebel 1, action.
Iwashi already going in very strong. He does not want to let Derek really get a chance.
Wow. Ooh, okay. So far, Derek showing some knowledge right there that you cannot punish Countless Hades on block. You have to punish it in between the hits. Good block.
Oh, backdashes it into the corner, and Arakune's backdash.
Overdrive on wake up.
Oh no, here is the scariest part, but it looks like Derek actually dropping the combo.
Yeah, he didn't have much gauge, so he didn't have any more bugs to use. So he may have, fumbled which bug to use right there. No block on the air dash mix-up.
That mix-up is still kind of scary, especially if you're not prepared for it.
He will take this. Derek does get his overdrive back. However, Derek really needs to use a different bug formation to bring Iwashi back down to the ground and finish that combo with EA.
Yeah. Iwashi really likes using that the chase down from Gauntlet Hades.
Yeah, Gauntlet Hades, since CT is one of the best moves against Arakune. It does hit relatively high, and not much recovery, so he's in trouble now though. Can he block?
Oh wow!
Option select 2B into the corner.
I think he actually tried a barrier right there.
Maybe, but you bury it backwards, down back, you get a 2B, come out, punish Derek for that teleport.
Oh wow, big punish on the shark.
Derek just trying to get out of there now. Blood Scythe. Chasing him down, gets the Gauntlet Hades.
Iwashi playing absolutely ridiculously offensive against Arakune right now.
Throw gets tech. Good block on Gauntlet Hades, but doesn't do the follow-up.
Oh, that's punish. Ooh, I think he tried to anti it right there.
Yeah, you absolutely can anti that move. You do have to react early enough to actually do it. Iwashi just leaning back in the chair I'm doing my thing.
I believe Arakune actually has to press it even faster than normal anti because his 5C is so slow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rebel 1, action.
Another Gauntlet Hades.
Yeah, Gauntlet Hades, like I saw right there, normally uses an overhead, but because of the arc of the punch at the beginning, it's quite good as an anti-air against characters like Arakune.
Very nice, I confirm.
Good block from Derek.
So aggressive.
He knows Derek's going to be there, so he's always ready with Gauntlet Hades.
Another air dash mix-up.
And another RC in the mix-up.
Yeah, and that will be a perfect for Iwashi. Derek really needs to find his ground because he's getting tagged a lot. Because he's trying to do the same approach every time. He's going to jump in the air, trying to get the cloud out.
Yeah, it's really difficult to not auto-apply attack. Not many characters have options against that. But Iwashi, good challenge there on the Arakune pressure. Gonna put Derek in the corner here.
That's an easy 3.9K right there.
Overhead from Iwashi, and this will do good damage, and one more hit from Iwashi will finish him here. Overdrive on wake up. He's got no curse meter though. So yeah, really not a great choice.
Unfortunate, and that was a double perfect from Iwashi, especially with Ragna's special move. His D actually steals life from the opponent.
Yeah, that's a BlazBlue perfect right there.
Yeah,
gained a little health.
Perfect. And Iwashi showing why he's plays with the best. Unfortunate for Derek though. But up next, we're actually going to have Yuta all the way from Japan, and you might know him for his gym play also.
Yuta is oftentimes played like the very vanilla characters, either Jin or Ragna. And he's a very, very strong, very, very solid player. And he's going to be going against NGI D Blanks.
And also UK player, but he's going to be playing 9. Now, a lot of these UK players seem to be heavily favored toward the upper echelon of the characters. We've talked about 9, but, Jin definitely has so many tools that do so well against 9. He's got a nice run speed. His normals are ridiculous. And he has an easier time catching a lot of the dashes from 9 also.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing about 9 is that she is very, actually she's more of a powerhouse character. She doesn't look like it. She looks very, very technical. However, 9 is really more of a character who uses big normals to kind of put you in place and then mix you up using, her spells.
Yes. Now, hopefully we can see some very nice setups from 9 because 9 has probably some of the dirtiest, hard to blockable setups, also unblockable setups.
So it's going to be interesting to see how Yuta does like this. Jin, like, he's got all the tools he needs to win this matchup, absolutely. But you do have to do a little bit of reading of how your opponent does. So what we did mention is that 9 has a special dash.
Yes.
And so the way her dash works is that you can either dash once, or you can commit to a double dash. And there's a lot of invulnerability in the dash.
Yes.
And then so a lot of times the player playing against 9 has to be like, well, is it a single or a double dash? And a lot of times, sometimes players have options for both, but they're hard to execute.
Exactly.
So sometimes it's a big read game right there. Just trying to keep 9 in place, trying to see where you can get the advantageous positioning, and we'll see if Yuta can do that. Okay, and right now we've got a Wave Dash Games is hosting an after party at the Nerd Las Vegas from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. for the Smash community with an exclusive playtest, gaming, billiards, and bowling. Details on Wave Dash Games Facebook. Right there, you can see it. It's an EVO after party. Do check it out, you know. It seems pretty pumping.
It does seem pumping, but remember, you have to be 21 or older to get in. But if you do have an EVO badge, please check it out.
Absolutely.
Now, Yuta, all the way from Japan, you know, most of the Japanese Jins have always had a strong showing. You know, we had Tetsuo back in the day. We had, you know, Yuta was one of the big names. And, of course, Fenrich.
So, let's see. Yuta, I do believe that he has won a few tournaments.
Yes.
He's been playing a long time in Japan. But
definitely one of the old guard of the BlazBlue crew.
He is considered to be one of the smartest BlazBlue players. You can see it a lot when his playstyle is incredibly deliberate.
Yes.
He knows exactly what he wants to do and how he's going to do it.
I mean, it comes with the experience, you know. If you're when you've been playing in the arcades for so long, you just kind of know what your opponent's trying to think and will do. And it really takes a type of player to understand using this like kind of basic character to overwhelm your opponent.
Yeah. So let's see how it goes. I'm really excited to see what D-Blanks has in store for Yuta. Now, obviously, if you had to say, you know, the player favored to win would obviously be Yuta. You know, many-time national champion in Japan, but D-Blanks, you know, 9, never count her out.
Exactly. 9 is one of the strongest characters in the game for a reason, and hopefully he really makes a wave on his stream. Starting out, once again on the dual field, it seems like a lot of the players have been liking the dual field so far. Definitely the EVO stage.
Dual field is picked pretty often because it is oftentimes chosen as a official like stage for big tournaments, so oftentimes people are just used to playing on it.
Yes.
It's symmetrical for the most part, so it's easy to tell where you are on the screen.
So just have a very patient game plan from both these players.
Yeah, so far, right now, 9 getting the first touch is really important because until she gets a first touch, she has no spells. And unfortunately, Yuta with the first hit, which means 9 does not have access to her invincible move, as she cannot use it without any spells.
Now, we were talking about 9's backdash, but you know, her backdash is strong, but it is not frame 1 invincible. It is only frame 1 invincible against the projectile.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, so, very nice clean play here. Kunzai does get blocked. And he's trying...
Wow, what a confirmed look at Yuta, man.
He was just trying to get around, you know, Yuta's like, you know, like home base, but Yuta just tagging him with that 2C, gets a big combo, and then a throw. And this might even kill, honestly. He just chooses to spend the resources.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He actually jumped backwards, so he only got the first part of the Zangaki to hit.
Exactly. That means that the first part freezes, the second part knocks down, but he only hit the first part, so he was able to get an extension on that. This time, he blanks with the first hit into Kunzai. He's going to get a lot of damage, put him in the corner. And so kind of the problem with that knockdown with the Crimson Raider is that the knockdown is just not that good.
Yeah, no.
So you kind of return to neutral right there.
Because 9 is stuck in the air, and depending on the spell that she has.
Great anti-air, but he had the wrong spell loaded up. That's a big problem right there. So now,
again with the stylish combo. Here we go.
Yuta Great confirm.
Unfortunately, messing up the 3C after the 6C Johnson.
Good brawl right there, hitting him with that one hit into Navy. Sorry, excuse me, Crimson Raider gets him in the corner, and now Yuta on about one hit or so worth of life. He may be able to burst, but it's really hard.
Oh wow, trying to go for the purple throw.
And throw just a little too early there. Yuta with the anti-air.
Now she does have Amethyst charged up.
Doesn't go for it, gets the Navy pressure. And you know, just playing really, really carefully here. Yuta actually low on barrier as well.
Yeah,
so
this is a very scary situation for Yuta.
If D-Blanks can run his barrier out, he has no way to block chip damage. Yuta forced to counter assault, but gets a low hit. RC, he's got overdrive stocked up as well.
This should be death if he chooses to use it.
No, he doesn't.
Wow.
Can he burst? He can!
Oh no! That just came right back as he activated overdrive.
That was a close game. I do think that D-Blanks got a little too antsy right there because he, with the Amethyst out right there, he could have just, you know, like stayed back, but he had no reason to go and he had the life lead. All you really need to do is wait for Yuta to jump, throw out Amethyst, and then once Yuta had done that, he would basically be guaranteed to an unblockable because you need to barrier block an air normal.
Yes, exactly. But at the same time, I understand why he wanted to go in because he didn't want Yuta to regain any barrier back at the same time. The standing there will allow Yuta to slowly regain that barrier.
Yeah. So in my opinion, like kind of overcommitted, but you know it could go both ways there as well.
And there it is, that dash is going right through the
Uh-oh, anti-air gets punished.
And the no tech from D-Blanks, you cannot do that against Yuta. But at the same time, you know, you gotta test what your opponent's willing to do.
Unfortunately, gets tagged again, and now D-Blanks no burst.
Oh, meets him in the air and gets the air throw.
D-Blanks got one hit left in him at most. Overhead.
Do you see how long you can actually get, you can wait after that RC? You can actually just confirm so long.
Yeah, you can just make sure that your opponent actually got hit, and then you RC.
I believe that's a change in this version also.
Yeah, but in exchange for it to be like less of a good pressure tool, it's just better at hitting your opponent.
Yeah.
Lux Nurture gets out.
Oh wow, Yuta actually didn't even get to switch his character model around.
Okay, good quick wake up against that. Good choice, but too far away to confirm. Once again, D-Blanks. Good mobility, but that failed input, that's really bad. He
messing up so many inputs right now.
Yeah, he accidentally switched his spell away instead of making it. Now, just throwing out Torque Light. Crimson Raider. Yeah, it is very minus on block.
Look how safe that Yuta plays, even though it seems like he's at advantage.
Okay, D-Blanks. Good choice to RC there, but doesn't
get the super jump.
That's bad.
Barry is out. Oh, and the mix-up.
Yeah, good dash through Yuta right there, forcing him to block the Torque Light from the other side, and managed to close it out.
I love how both of these players are playing neutral though. They're very, very patient.
D-Blanks actually has great neutral, and he's winning a lot of these neutral exchanges.
He's using his overdrive. I'm not sure for what though.
Yeah, me neither. He's actually kind of at a disadvantage up until this point. But now, as we saw last time, Yuta's offense is really, really powerful, and D-Blanks has had such a hard time getting out of it when he does get caught.
Now, can dash through that snowflake.
Very nice. Tags him.
Look up for that rock.
Ooh. Chases him down before the rock comes out. And now D-Blanks with no spells.
Now both of these players back to that neutral position. D-Blanks definitely has the barrier advantage though.
Great read right there. I knew Yuta would jump. Meets him. And he's got Torque Light offense going.
Wow. Yuta's so good at jumping out of that that pressure with Barry.
Kunzite. RSC's through it. Oh no.
This could spell doom for D-Blanks.
He might be able to live with a little bit, but Yuta will probably try to reset him. There
it is. He thought he was going to go for the throw, and Yuta jumping over with that jump to C. Jump to C is such a ridiculous move.
Yeah, if D-Blanks had called him out, done a reversal anti-air right there, it may have gone complete, or even just crouched.
I think he could have even backdashed.
Yeah, exactly. And like that was just a really close game. Great showing from D-Blinks right there.
Definitely a very strong player.
Got an instant replay right here. That was that mistake he made earlier. Got a little too antsy here.
Now this is, I believe the, yeah, there we go.
This is the aftermath of where, you know, Yuta did catch him and then, you know, closed it out right there. Because, you know, D-Blinks had 50 meter. He didn't need to spend it all to try and chip him out, but he ended up doing it, and it ended up costing him right there. All right, and back to the stage is Enigma. And who is the 9 player we saw earlier, and against him is Takao from Japan. And it's so Rachel. Takao is a Rachel player, as our player 1, and is a very, very high damage character in this version, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Previously, not so much. Previously, more of a low damage, high mix-up character, but this game, she's more of a high damage character with their mix-ups, you know, a little simpler. But certainly devastating.
It's strange how much damage she does because it doesn't actually say how much she actually does.
Yeah, a lot of it's due to the poison damage. And Takao did write the cool thing about him is that he's set play. That's all he wrote.
Now, of course, all these players playing on a lot of the rap sticks from the Hori series, Hayabusa. Now, if you guys are interested, please check out HoriUSA.com. This is a brand new line. I know that all of you have probably the HF4s, but this one has a headphone slot also.
Ooh, yeah, it's featured very prominently on the bottom there. Nice little hole for your headphone jack. And you know, it's always good to see, you know, stick makers out there supporting the scene. You know, they know we need them and they need us.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Especially
with the advent of Mad Cats failing or going down.
But here we go.
We definitely need more stick makers.
So 9 versus Rachel is a very interesting matchup because for the most part, 9 is kind of she's just a brawling character for the most part. She doesn't really actually have much in terms of range. But Rachel's a great zoner, and she can really keep 9 out. However, tries to go in. 9, Enigma meeting him. It's going to get great damage here. And now once 9 gets started, it could be trouble.
Oh yeah, and he actually catches the win tag. Now that's a very important part of this matchup, is if the opponent knows how to catch win tag.
Now, Rachel is a character who can control the win and also control the momentum of herself with win. So when she does a tech, which is invincible, she can move herself with it. Overdrive.
Oh,
that was so smart.
Now we have this position where Enigma is just really bullying Rachel.
Yeah.
Now, although Rachel is such a good zoner, 9 has a projectile invincible dash.
Exactly. So it's kind of up to Rachel to really call out those dashes with her zoning. Oh,
wow.
Calls it out, but unable to pun it, get a combo off that.
That's a big counter hit. That should be death.
And Enigma choosing not to burst.
Yeah.
Interesting. It definitely could have squeezed it out, I think, right there, but choosing to just, you know, let Takao take it.
But we can actually see how powerful Overdrive is actually in this version because he did Overdrive at the beginning of the round, and he got his burst back in the same round.
Exactly. Great zoning there from Takao, catches him and gets a corner combo. Good block, blocks the overhead, doesn't block the second one.
The fuzzy is so difficult to block, man.
Exactly.
It's so tricky because you got this little girl, she just double jump twice, so low to the ground.
Yeah, what she's doing right there, she's using the wind to control the momentum. Now, most characters, when they jump, you know, they go into the air. There's a certain arc for it. But Rachel can wind down, and by doing that, she's so low to the ground, can make you block an overhead. And Enigma right now forcing Takao to stay put, but Takao regenerated all of his wind, and now just uses it to get out of there.
Yep. Now, the one thing that makes Rachel so strong in this version is actually the bats. Do you want to explain what the bats actually do?
Exactly. When she summons those bats, she can, you know, when they touch you, they put these spinners on you. And when that happens, you know, the winds are more powerful in certain directions. And by doing that, you can really keep people out.
Oh, yeah. Now, it's 2017. We can see how strong fidget spinners actually are, especially with Rachel.
It's current year.
That's wild, man.
So with that said, a lot of times you get pushed out. Once you've blocked some of Rachel's projectiles, the spinners, you're pretty much stuck out as long as she has wind. You cannot air dash through it. You will not make it there. The wind will just push you all the way back full screen.
Yes, and also, I believe it's new in this version, she can actually summon lightning from her. That's all.
Yes, exactly. So you pretty much still have to, like, you're still afraid. Good bait on that overdrive right there. No punish.
I'm actually really surprised that he got the jump down.
Okay, overdrive's back, but unfortunately this time it's not a guaranteed punish against the 3C. He could have held it down to get the Exceed Axel, but...
Oh, he tried to go for Lightning Rod, but the Lobelia actually just went away at that point.
Great confirm from Enigma, gets him in the corner. Uh-oh, he's out of there, just winning and just jumping. You know, he can get a
Oh no,
screen.
George! Now George is an absolute hero in this version also.
He's so durable.
He is the most durable king I've ever seen in my life. He also doesn't have a timer anymore.
Yeah, so he's just always there. He's always hanging out. So far, good anti-air from Enigma. He could win this. Just needs another good hit. And he dashes right into George.
You don't mess with frogs, man. They're very scary. George is back.
Can he block this? He blocks it. Double overhead. Crashes into the third one. Good defense from Enigma. He's got a chance. He's got his burst back.
Now, that was such a scary burst right there because he saw Takao actually RC.
Ooh. And, you know, he's stuck in the top left corner of the screen right there. Rachel's so good at controlling that space with her jumping C attack. It's just so big and, you know, hitting so high above her.
The reward she gets from hitting you in the air with that jump C is also ridiculous.
Good Navy pressure there. Unable to confirm from that distance, but so
another
far.
wind tech.
And right now, you know, it's not a bad idea for...
Ooh.
Good snipe, yeah.
Corner. Keeping it simple. We actually haven't seen a lot of Rachel's bigger damage combos yet.
Ooh. Wow, I never saw that work out like that before. And unfortunately, Enigma is kind of really just jumping into Mount Takao so much right now. He just keeps going in the air, and, you know, Takao's just ready for him. He's been doing so much better when he stayed on the ground.
Yeah. Keeping it simple just again. Going for the simple Oki.
Good. I was about to say good block, but he didn't block.
And that will be it. And Mount Takao will take it over Enigma. But Enigma was playing so solidly that entire time.
Yeah, I think that most of his mistakes are the fact that he would jump and just let Takao hold him in the air like that.
Yeah.
You know, being there's a tendency to jump. There's a tendency to jump in BlazBlue because jumping is powerful in BlazBlue.
Yes.
You get a lot of options. However, when you're a seasoned player, people know exactly how to take advantage of you jumping a lot.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened right there. You know, he couldn't get back to the ground a lot of the time. Takao just punishing for big damage over and over again.
Yeah. Speaking of jumping, though, our next match will feature Taukaka, one of the most mobile characters in the game, on the ground and in the air. Has access to a lot. You know, her D normals actually send her flying or stop her momentum.
Yeah.
And I believe she also has a triple dash, right?
It's more of the way that her dashes work is 3 ways, but you know, in either case though, he's up against one of the people who's I would say favored to win this tournament. Whole thing, Ryusei, the Carl player,
the grimiest player I have ever seen in my life. He was running the anime suite like it was nobody's business.
Ooh, yeah, indeed. He's just such a powerful, dominant player right now in BBCF. He's just one of the best players. And he's an intense rivalry with another top player. So, you know, just seeing him play is really interesting.
Exactly. And he's going to be up against a Dollar all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina.
And
hey, look, it's NuckleDo.
It is indeed NuckleDo, ladies and gentlemen. And this is HyperX. The Cloud Stinger is now on sale. Make sure to check it out. It's a very solid headset, especially if you want to. You see it all. HyperX's products, you see them in every major tournament.
Exactly.
They bring them everywhere. If you want your own headset, you know, you can get used to wearing it so you know how it feels. So that when you're in tournament, you need to hear the game. You have the headset on deck already.
Now, HyperX is also the official sponsor for EVO, so all of these players here are equipped with it, and it is NuckleDo approved.
Absolutely. So let's just see what Dollar can do in this matchup here. I'm not sure what he can do against Ryusei, but I want to see it.
I mean, Taukaka is one of those characters that a lot of people feel is kind of weak in this version. You know, she did lose a lot of stuff, but she has some pretty cool stuff that a lot of people don't get to see because she's such a rarely played character.
Exactly, and Takao is incredibly mobile, and she has a lot of options as a whole. But she's up against Ryusei's Carl, which is one of the more tanky characters. Not much mobility, but with the duo of Carl and Ada working together, it's really hard to catch them off guard because Ada, you can't exactly deal damage to Carl by hitting Ada, and gaining the advantage there is a little difficult.
Now, you're going to see some hot confirms from Ryusei, and we might even see an unblockable or two. And we'll definitely call them out for you guys. And Ryusei is definitely the player to watch if you want to see top-level Carl play for today.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Ryusei is one of the players who's just taking the character to the utmost limit. And, just the kind of tech, the grimy stuff, the damage, everything he does is so powerful.
Now, the raw damage from Carl also in this version is very strong, too, especially against a character like Takao. She definitely not as tanky as Carl.
Unfortunately, already caught blocking and now.
Nice
Good block on the overhead, but
yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's still sandwiched. And, of course, Ryusei going immediately for cross-up. Okay, missed that.
Now, that's a lot of information to give Ryusei. He sees that you've blocked level 1 of the Carl mix-up.
Ooh, good challenge there by Dollar. Very strong right there. Most people will just block that and be stuck, but he's got Ryusei in the corner. He can do some damage here. Overdrive, he just dashes out. Good stuff.
Now that is actually one of the cheapest things that Carl can do right there, where he does the overdrive, but Ada does a move at the same time also. So if he tries to jump over or anything, Ada will keep him safe, and he will just retain pressure.
Ooh, unfortunate, not able to clear Ada's clap right there. He's stuck in the corner again.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, so far, Dollar's been showing some knowledge. He did pretty good right there. But for the most part, in the important part for the matter, he ended up taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I actually love watching Ryusei play because he's such an animated player. He was having so much fun at the anime suite.
Ooh, tried to anti-air that, but...
I wonder if Takao actually should be underneath the Allegretta.
It's probably incredibly difficult, but it may be possible.
Getting sent to the corner once again.
Yeah, Ryusei always full damage. He will never get away taking half damage from Ryusei. And he's getting caught by the overhead again. Ada's down though, so he does have a little chance here to get out of his offense. No challenge.
Oh my goodness, and the drag out of the corner.
Yeah, right there. It's kind of Dollar's fault right there, as he did let Ryusei get away with that Vivace, which he definitely did not have to block and wait for.
Yeah. Ryusei is definitely getting away with a lot of the repressure with Vivace.
Yeah, unfortunate perfected.
But that is kind of a Carl round. Look at Ryusei. He's so animated. He's definitely one of my favorite players to watch because of the way he is.
So yeah, right there, Dollar. I wouldn't say he did terrible, but as far as getting a hit that mattered, so far no dice.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel
Right.
1. Action.
All right, here we go.
And it looks like Dollar sticking to that the same strategy where he tries to go backward and throw at projectiles, trying to sneak in an early hit.
He got a challenge here, and this time good challenge, but he dropped the combo.
It's unfortunate that Takao has such low damage in this version.
Yeah, she has to hit you many times. Okay.
Into the corner. Doesn't get the knockdown. That's super important.
I think Dollar is he's very weak to Ryusei's top player aura right now. It just, increased 100 defense.
And sometimes you just gotta realize that, these players are human too.
Yeah, see, Dollar's making him bleed right now. And he's doing a lot of damage to him. It's just that he needs to, finish it out. And look, just like this, if he runs away for the next 50 seconds, he will win the round.
I mean, it's very difficult to catch Takao unless you get countersalted into the corner via combo.
And he blocked this. He blocks the countersalts out himself, and he catches that roll. Dollar doing phenomenal this round, and he may get the meter kill, but he drops it again.
This gotta tighten up.
Overdrive. No EA. Uh-oh. And this is bad. He's got no burst now. It may have been better just to let Ryusei hit him and then burst.
block on that overhead.
Counter assault again. Can he get out of this?
I mean, Takao has so much movement options.
Gets through the overdrive, but he's still blocking this offense, and he's got no meter, so he can't counter assault.
Oh, that was so dirty. And unfortunately, he did get caught standing, so this is an unblockable opportunity unless Ryusei messes it up.
Either way, heartbreaking round for Dollar right there. He was doing so good.
His defense is definitely on another level. I don't know if any other person could block as long as Dollar could.
And right now, he's been winning a lot of these neutral exchanges as well. It's just that he's got to close it out.
He's got to finish his combos, my dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Okay, good block. Doesn't challenge that. Caught crossed up, though.
And that crush trigger, get that corner carry, unfortunately.
Yeah. The thing is, Ryusei has dropped that 2C consistently on him. And that's like a chink in Ryusei's armor that, you know, Dollar's been taking advantage of, but not to the extent that I really like.
Nice. I understand what Dollar was trying to do there, but, you know, Ryusei already prepared for it.
That's the edge. But no dice, gets punished.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Ryusei realizing that Ada was down, spends the meter to close it out.
Yep. And Ryusei looking pretty happy that he won that, but you can see that he's definitely having fun in America right now.
Absolutely. Now, Dollar, so far, like, great play from him. Uh-oh, did he just log out of the PS4?
I think Ryusei, Japanese players have been having that PS4 mix-up for a very long time. So, you know, it's understandable why he would want to log out. I mean, it doesn't really affect anybody also.
You know, in Japan, not every player even plays on PS4.
Yeah, no, they're still working, you know, based on the arcade.
Yeah, exactly. There are a lot of arcade-only players, and they do a lot of, they do a lot of work in arcades, obviously, but, not everyone's just a console player. That's just how it is.
Yeah, exactly. But, they definitely have been playing a lot of console BlazBlue as of late because of EVO.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to get, oftentimes they take some extra special time to just get used to the console version, to get used to the console lag and so on and so forth.
Now, up next, we're actually going to have Antheria from Virginia, and he's going to be playing Rachel Alucard.
And up against him is a Mekasue, a my player from Japan. Mekasue oftentimes plays a lot of different characters. I believe the last time he was here, he was playing a different character.
Yes.
I think he was playing Platinum that time. But this time opting for Mai.
Now, this matchup is very strange, especially because Mai has a homing projectile. As we know, when Rachel throws out a projectile, she is in the air. She has that little delay in the air before she throws that projectile.
Yeah.
Now, Mai can angle the spear wherever direction she wants. And then if you press it again, it will home directly toward the opponent.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how the Rachel player will try to zone, if at all. He might just try to brawl it out, because it is kind of hard to deal with Mai's normals a lot of the time. But it is possible to brawl against her, because a lot of big Ruby fan Mekasue right there. But in either case, it is possible to brawl against her. Her moves are really big, but they're relatively slow. So sometimes with a character like Rachel, who has got wind to speed herself up, she can brawl it out sometimes. And Mai does not have an invincible reversal. Not completely invincible.
Not completely, yes.
So she will have to take a lot of these setups. Let's just see how it plays out.
She also has a very weird movement options. She's relatively simple to play, and her inputs are relatively simple. But she has a hop, and that hop is very strange. It's low invul. It puts her in the air, and she can do it again and put herself even higher in the air.
Yeah, it's very, very useful. I think she's the first command flip character in BlazBlue. But
she also does very good damage. So.
Yeah, great damage, great corner carry. Very simple to play too, so very reliable in tournament.
Oh wow! And using that wave dash to get underneath Antheria.
Antheria bursting. She's the burst early. George putting in work, and Mekasue bursts back. Pressure.
Oh, baits out the catch there.
Yeah, good bait from Mekasue right there. Gonna get good damage in the corner.
Set up.
Wow. Antheria reversal throw, but Mekasue responds with an air throw. Catch her again. Antheria very, very
He loves that catcher.
He loves challenging as a whole, I think. He's been challenging him at every turn.
I mean, you have to put that. You have to let your opponent know that you're willing to take that risk.
Exactly, but you know, Megasui taking that first hit quite quickly. Fantasia zoning, getting some good damage here. Just good projectiles.
Now, and Fantasia has been using all of his wins.
Pretty gutsy, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's letting Megasui in now because he's got no win to keep him out. Good jump. Ooh, good chase down though.
Wow. That is a situation where it was very risky to press a button. I'm really surprised that Fantasia would really want to challenge like that.
And Fantasia has been doing a lot of reversal throws, honestly. It's very interesting to see him try that.
Yeah.
George is hanging out now. He gets caught by the Lobelia, and George falls up for him. Uh-oh. Will this kill? He's got 100 meter.
Oh, he did not get the ground bounce.
Wow! That was tricky. Whiff an air throw into a ground mix-up. That was very cute.
Okay, Megasui, I see you. I see you.
I think he's noticed that Anthantsia has been whiffing a lot of throws on the ground.
Yeah.
And I think that he's starting to read into that. He's like, oh, this is the kind of mix-up that works on him.
And, you know, that's the deadliest mix-up when you know your opponent wants to go for the throw.
Yeah, the one that you know is going to hit is the strongest mix-up.
Oh, wow. Actually trying to do that 6 speed once again.
Overhead, and Anthantsia is bursting early every time. And so has Megasui at this point.
He gets the throw.
In the corner.
Into the knockdown, into a setup.
What's the mix-up? It's a mid. Catcher again, and this could be it.
That was a touch from also.
I think it'll be a little short. Yeah, it'll be a lot shorter. Okay, so Anthantsia has a lot of ground to make up here.
Oh, wow. Actually, just pressing 5 speed when George was right underneath him.
He just did not care. Here we go. Overhead.
Oh my goodness.
Overhead fatal, in fact.
We actually haven't seen that 4B used in such a long time.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. And
from
he just
downtown.
Flew. My God. Megasui, definitely a very offensive player, apparently.
Match point. Missed on that mix-up right there, and he just throws out the ground pumpkin seed. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he still thought he had pumpkin.
He's playing for more version to go.
Oh,
wow.
He grabs the catcher. That is the thing.
Nekasui's got his number in terms of offense. He's not really been able to defend himself at all. And while I think Antansia's neutral has been at least okay, Nekasui has just been opening up relentlessly right here.
Oh, and the reset. And he baits it. Megasui definitely could have just closed it out a couple times, but the final nail in the coffin was baiting that counter assault. Very unfortunate for our friend Antansia.
Alrighty, and with that said, we'll be transitioning on to Guilty Gear Finals, coming out right here on this stream. Of course, you can catch more BlazBlue action going on concurrently.
Yes, or you can catch both of them at the same time with multi-Twitch stream.
Multi-Twitch it up and watch both at the same time. Well, in the way stream, I will see you on the other stream for more BlazBlue action. This is Shay signing out from the main stream.
And I'm Nobody EXE. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you very much.